All right, before we get to voicemails, I want to tell you about something which it's one of these things where like it very clearly seems like a lie, but if it were true, it's almost even worse. There's a very interesting Rolling Stone article which says that Trump told his White House team that he needed to protect, quote, Russiagate documents. Okay, so understand this is the assertion being made, and we'll talk about whether it's true. The former president, who left the White House with a trove of sensitive material, believes there are documents that would expose a deep state plot against him and told confidants he needed to protect them from the next administration. So really, I mean, this is crazy. But think about what it is that is being asserted here in this Rolling Stone article. In his final days at the White House, Trump told advisors he needs to preserve certain Russia-related documents to keep his enemies from destroying them. Ah, okay. The documents relate to the federal investigation into Russia election meddling and alleged collusion with Trump's campaign. At the end of his presidency, Trump and his team pushed to declassify these so-called Russiagate documents, believing they would expose a deep state plot against him. According to a person with direct knowledge of the situation and another source briefed on the matter, Trump told several people working in and outside the White House he was concerned that Biden's administration or the, quote, deep state would shred, bury, or destroy the evidence that Trump was wronged. This is a newly relevant claim based on the FBI search. So let's kind of talk through this, right? If it is true that Donald Trump believed he had to steal documents because they exposed the deep state plot against him, which the Biden administration would shred and destroy, that is bonkers nuts. But there's a second layer to this stuff. Just because Trump said that's what he believed doesn't mean it's actually what he believed. And what I mean by that is, if these documents really exonerated Trump, why would he want to take them and hide them? These would be things you would want to publicize. And you can't rule out that this is something that's being brought up now to try to justify Donald Trump taking the documents that he took. So there's like 3 or 4 different layers to this thing. But again, if this was really what Trump said and what Trump believed, he is essentially QAnon, right? The Republican Party essentially elected QAnon to the presidency when they elected Donald Trump. But because it's Trump, we never want to ignore the possibility that this is only what some are claiming Trump said and he didn't really say it. Third possibility, that this is something Trump said but didn't mean. There's also, you have to assume everybody might be lying. The people now telling Rolling Stone Trump said this might be lying. Trump might have said it, but might have been dishonestly saying it to create plausible deniability over taking the documents. Anything is true. It's a stack of lies. It's like those Russian Matryoshka dolls where you open the doll and there's a smaller and smaller doll in it. It's lies and deception all baked together, almost like a beef Wellington of sorts, I think maybe is the way I would describe it. Really wacky, wacky stuff.